What's up, YouTube? This is Reckless Reg with another review. This week I'm going to talk about something slightly different. Typically I do a review of the Trendy Butler clothing service. This time I'm going to talk about my experience with intermittent fasting. For those of you who don't know what intermittent fasting is, it's basically I go for a period of time, typically between 16 and 24 hours a day, where I don't consume any calories. And the object of this, of course, is to lose weight. It's a method that was developed. It's been around for a little while, and it's just my thoughts on how it's worked so far. So I've been doing intermittent fasting for about 2.5 months now, off and on, and I'll get into that later. My experiences with it have been, started off really good. Within my first, 30 days, I was down. I started off at 248 pounds, and I was down to 233 pounds. So I lost about 15 pounds in 30 days, which is about a half a pound a day, which is actually pretty good. However, around 233, I stalled out. I stopped losing weight. I hit a plateau, as some people call it. I stopped losing the weight, and it became very frustrating for me because I was still fasting for 16 to, actually I was up to about 22 hours a day fasting at that point. And I was working out, doing cardio in the mornings, and also I had limited my calorie intake to about between 800 and 1200 calories a day. So I was a little extreme, and which led me to be even more disappointed that it wasn't working out. Did a lot of research about it, and found out that, I determined that it may have been that I wasn't consuming enough calories. Some days I would consume around 800 or even less on some days calories, and my metabolism has slowed down so much that I entered what I believe to be starvation mode. I just wasn't burning the calories. And I even began standing up during work, which I work in an office. So I learned that you burn about 50 calories an hour by just standing up. So I began doing that. And I still wasn't losing the weight. Every time I stepped on a scale, it was the same number. And I would watch all these videos, and people would, be losing all this crazy weight, and I just wasn't. So it was very frustrating for me, and I began to try to incorporate more calories within my day. I started eating snacks throughout the day. I cut the fast down from 22 to 16 hours. But also, I believe a major part of why this stopped working for me was the timing. And just to explain a little bit about that, I began intermittent fasting in November, so right in the heart of the holidays. If it was, there were a lot of holiday parties going on, and on some days I would cheat and break my fast earlier than I needed to. I do drink alcohol, so I would, consume alcohol, which would alter my judgment and make me want to overconsume on my calories, as well as if I woke up the next morning with a hangover, I'll feel sick until I ate something, which is just the way my body handles alcohol. And then in January, I had surgery, and after surgery, I was prescribed medication, which the doctor recommended I take the medication with food. And wanting to heal in a timely manner and not disobey the doctor's orders, I went ahead and began to eat throughout the day again, because I had to take some medications 3 to 4 times a day. So I began eating throughout the day again, which basically threw off the fasting. And then as soon as I got healed up from the surgery, next came my birthday weekend, or the weekend before my birthday. And that was my excuse to go out and eat as much as I wanted to, and drink and cheat basically on my diet. And right after my birthday, about a week later, I went to Dallas. I went on vacation to Dallas, Texas, and I used that as an excuse again to overeat or eat all throughout the day. And so those instances I just named were spread out over the period of about the better half of the 10 weeks that I've been doing this. So I haven't stepped on the scale in a while because honestly I'm kind of afraid of what it might say. But I did switch back to the 22-hour fast starting today, or starting this morning. I didn't eat since last night, so 22-hour fast now. Another thing I did was I drank a lot of coffee throughout the day because I had hunger pangs and I needed the coffee to kind of stunt my appetite a little bit. So I stopped drinking coffee because I wouldn't put sugar in it. I'll put low 0-calorie sweetener in it. But I learned that it was I didn't need it, and I actually felt more energized without it. So I stopped drinking the coffee. I started back working out, and we'll see what happens from here. But I've had ups and downs with it. I mean, in the beginning, it really worked well, and then it stopped working, and that kind of or slowed down to the point where I wasn't seeing the results that I needed quick enough. So I began changing things, and I'm pretty sure I made some wrong decisions in doing that. So I've gone back to what I started in the beginning, what was working for me, and that is I do there's different styles of intermittent fasting. The one I have chosen is called the Warrior Diet, which is where I pretty much don't eat throughout the day. I only eat once a day, and it's one big meal that is around between 1,800 and 2,200 calories, which is the window that I want to be in. So I try to eat a large meal once a day within that window or less, and that's what was working for me. So let me know your thoughts if you have any advice, if you're also doing intermittent fasting. If you have any questions on how to get started, I can definitely give you some advice on how to do that, because it's not easy in the beginning, but you can do it. You just have to learn what it feels like to be really hungry versus what it feels like to feel hungry, and that takes a little bit of fasting for you to learn that about yourself. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's something that you think I should be doing, or if there's something that you tried that's worked. Leave it in the comment section, or send me a message, and I'll make a video about it. Otherwise, thanks again for watching this video. This is Reckless Reg signing off, and see you guys next time.